Hello friends, this is Monish and today we are going to review yet another classic and this time it is Jude the Obscure, written by Thomas Hardy. I must say that it is one of those rarest of rare occasions where the person reviewing a book is not recommending it. So just so if it wasn't clear, I do not recommend that you read this book. I do not recommend it at all. I do realize that this might sound absurd, but I have to be honest and I must tell you the truth about this book and why I do not recommend it. So if you know anything about Thomas Hardy, if you've heard of him, you would know he's known for being pessimistic, nihilistic, that his outlook on life is bleak and poignant to an extreme. And you know, I've read a bit of Thomas Hardy, and I was actually dreading, you know, I was very apprehensive in picking this book up and reading it. I was dreading it. But because it has been listed as one of the best books ever written, I had to pick it up. And the reputation precedes, and in this case, rightly so. So it's one of those warnings. I do not recommend this book. Please do not read Jude the Obscure, written by Thomas Hardy. And if nothing else, please keep it out of reach of children, out of harm's way. Having said that, let me give you my 3 reasons for not recommending this book. Number 1, extremely poignant. Oh my God, with all the history, the expectation, the apprehension and the dread, knowing what to expect and what not, I wasn't prepared for it. Oh my God, it just takes it to the extreme that no normal person can ever expect from such a book or such an author or a classic for that matter. So without going into too much detail, let me just say that this book is extremely poignant. The bleakness of the message is black. Hopelessness is paramount. And it's a damnation of humanity, of us. And it's not flattering, to say the very least. And it's pretty much it. The poignancy is extreme. The number 2 reason for not recommending this book is there is no aftermath, you know? The bleakness, the futility is all encompassing and ending. You know, this book, the story, does not talk about pain and poignancy in the way a classic or a hero's journey would evolve, wherein the character, the protagonist, would, go through the trials of life, feel pain, endure, and then emerge victorious. None of that. Oh my God, it ends in sheer pain. And that's it. The abruptness of the pain and the poignancy and the futility amassing and encompassing everything, holds to the very bursting point, and then it ends, leaving you with the feeling that there is no hope. And the mastery that the author Thomas Hardy achieved in relating that hopelessness comes across when you read this book, and it will really, really impact you. It will really impact you. So be careful. Again, I do not recommend that you read this book. And that was my number 2 reason for it. Lastly, number 3 reason is after all the apprehension and not recommending this book, in all honesty, I fear that, I don't want to say this, but I have to be honest, I fear that it is a must read only if you're ready for it, Like, if you have evolved as a person, like you've seen a bit of pain in life, and you've come out of it, then maybe you can read this book and relate to the story of Jude, his struggles, his hopes being dashed, and the pain he brings about on his own person and the people he comes in contact with. Although reading this book has impacted me a little adversely, but I think I've grown as a person. I'm a little more strong as a person after having read this book. So, even though that might sound as a recommendation, but it's not, what I'm trying to say is that you're a teenager, you're enjoying your life, you're a happy-go-lucky person, everything is like the sun shines on you. Please don't read this book. It's not for you. I do not recommend it. So guys, for better or for worse, that was my book review of Jude, the Obscure, written by Thomas Hardy. I have mixed feelings, but bottom line, I do not recommend that you read this book. And please listen to me, I do not pick this up. Having said that, guys, that was my spiel. Please subscribe to my channel and give this video a huge thumbs up. Till next time, so long.